Hi, I'm Peter Lauritsen, co-producer on the film. So for the duck blind sequence in particular required quite a few different elements and post-production tricks. We had guys in red suits, we had guys in green suits, we had sets that were there and then weren't there. We had motion control work. There were some tricky effects involved. Another element of the sequence required stuntmen being catapulted back either with an air ram or help of wires if you want to get a lift. We wanted Data to have super strength, so when he threw somebody, he didn't just go sideways, he went up. The other tricky part of the scene was that Data had one of the red suits on, but then he takes it off. First he takes his helmet off and we just see this floating head. Then he rips the rest of the suit off, and so you see little parts of him revealed, you know, one at a time. And so it's a very odd kind of feeling you get seeing this floating head, and then a floating head and an arm, and then the torso, and so forth. And then he slams one of the red-suited people down to the ground, and the red suit gets ripped, so that kind of makes it visible because its invisible system has been disrupted. And so, you know, how to show that? He's not totally visible, but he's semi-visible, and those kinds of effects get kind of tricky because there's, you know, it's a very fine line between being, you know, too visible and not visible enough, and it becomes very subjective as well. So you end up doing a lot of R&D on that kind of thing. To create the duck blind effect, this was a structure that was supposed to be invisible. We actually built the duck blind set on the location, and then once we were all done shooting, we shot whatever angles we needed after that set had been torn down, so that we had the actual rock face from the location that was there. And so when we wanted it to be invisible, it would look perfectly natural out there and fit into the natural environment. And then when we needed to reveal it, we used those plates to basically cover up the practical set and then reveal it through the animated fritzy stuff underneath the practical shots.
Secondary protocols active.
They can see him.
Stop him, now!
Commander Data, stand down. That's an order. I repeat, stand down!